We're going to turn now to a GMA health alert on the rise in whooping cough cases. The CDC reporting cases are more than double what they were this time last year. And our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Tara Narula, is here with more. Nice to see you, Doc.
You too.
What is happening and why is it happening?
So yes, whooping cough is a contagious respiratory illness caused by a bacteria. And in fact, we are seeing now a little over 8,000 cases, which is more than double what we saw last year the same time. Last year, we saw about 35,000 cases total, which was the most we had seen in the last decade. So cases are definitely on the rise. We usually see about 10,000 per year pre-pandemic. Why is this happening? We talked about this with the measles, but probably lower vaccination rates. So in 2023 to 2024, about 92% of kindergartners got their vaccination. That's compared to about 95% pre-pandemic. So whooping cough starts out as really what looks like a cold, but then it develops into something that's more associated with rapid, kind of violent episodes of coughing, so violent that you may throw up, you may develop a headache, and then when you take a breath in, you hear that high-pitched whooping sound. It's spread by respiratory droplets, so when someone sneezes or coughs, we diagnose it with a nasal or throat swab, and then we like to treat it early in the first 3 weeks with antibiotics. Now, it's important to know that for babies, they may not have those classic signs. What you might see is that they're struggling to breathe, their lips, skin, or nails are turning blue, those kinds of things, or actually they are pausing when they're breathing. It's sort of stopping briefly.
Which is terrifying
Yes,
for a
absolutely.
new parent. When you look at vaccines, what is the timing of the first whooping cough vaccine and who can get vaccinated if they haven't been yet?
Right, so we know that vaccination is really the key to not only preventing but decreasing the severity of illness. We've had a vaccine since the 1940s. So the schedule goes as such. Essentially, when you're 2, 4, and 6 months old, a baby will get a vaccine. I'll get it again at 15 to 18 months and then 4 to 6 years old. In those tween years, 11 to 12, they'll get another dose. Adults should get one if they've never had one. And important pregnant women in their 3rd trimester should all get a vaccination. It's important for them to pass those antibodies on to those infants because they're so vulnerable. You know, infants less than 6 months are really at such a high risk, as are individuals over 65 and pregnant and those with underlying conditions like asthma.
I totally hear that. Every time we get through the 6-month marker, it's a sigh of relief for a parent.
And caregivers too, because they're with your babies. You want to make sure that they're vaccinated.
Thank you, Dr. Narula.
Thank you.